Here we are, this, the live event. As you can see now, there's quite a lot of progress since last time. We've actually put the kicker bricks, as they're called, around the bottom of the timber frame panels there. We've erected the scaffold, and we've actually got this far with erecting the steelwork and the structural tech frame. There is quite a bit of steel in the front of this house that you can see. Obviously that opening there is about 8 metres wide, and there'll be a big bifold door in there. I'll just show you a couple of little details. You see, this breather paper, it's called Wrap Tight, and it's a self-adhesive paper. And that is what's going to give us, or largely contribute towards the air tightness of the whole frame. And what happens is that every time we butt up a panel, like that there, you can see that gap between it, there will be a strip of that, again self-adhesive, over everywhere. So in theory there are no joints in the structure at all. Also, this is, being a passive house, it's going to be extremely highly insulated. On top of this 142mm tech panel, highly insulated, 100mm of cool therm, even more insulation. Then coming down here we'll have a cavity, then we'll have some brickwork. Now you might notice that these bricks are not your standard sort of English brick. These are a continental brick. It's not so deep, it's not so wide, but it is quite a bit longer. And when we lay it, it will be in a kind of a broken bond fashion like that, which should look good, I think. So this is a SIPS panel. This is what it consists of. A SIPS panel is just a structurally insulated panel. This is a piece of tech, which is exactly the same as this, which is a Kingspan SIPS panel. As you can see, it's a sandwich of 2 layers of 15mm OSB, which is oriented strand board, and it's filled with a polyurethane foam. In the manufacturing process, this actually expands and sticks the two parts together. So that's a basic SIPS or tech panel. The pros and cons of using a SIPS panel, I guess the main pros are the fact that it's going to be very airtight. Also, there is very little thermal bridging. What do we mean by thermal bridging? Well, anything that crosses from inside to outside has the potential to transfer heat from inside to outside. And with a SIPS panel, which is effectively just a foam-filled core, the thermal transmittance across that panel is greatly reduced. There is timber in there, especially if you've got some load-bearing elements like point loads where you might need to support some heavy weights above. And there is timber in top and bottom, but compared to, say, a standard timber frame, there is a lot less timber, so therefore a lot less thermal bridging. And of course each joint is using silicon bonded to each other. Some joints have an expanding foam in there, but the whole thing becomes airtight, really. We think it's gone pretty well so far. Of course there have been 1 or 2 hiccups, as there always are, in building, but so far I think we're pretty happy. And if it continues like this, we will be.